Hi, this is Dr. Karen Wilson Starks, and welcome to the Light Room. We're at a season of a new year, and new years, new seasons bring new opportunities. You may be in a position of executive succession. Perhaps you are leaving your role and someone is coming in to replace you. And so, what I want to talk about over the next few weeks is the executive succession process and the planned overlap that's helpful. In other words, you don't want the new person to come in with no overlap with you if you can avoid that scenario. A planned transition is better where there is some time where you're still in place and the new person gets to learn from you. So, how much time is really necessary or important? Well, that depends on a number of factors. Ideally, let's say money was no object, you could plan the best transition, then as a minimum, you would want to have a year so that the person who's coming in gets to see the business in all seasons, all annual seasons of the business. And how much time you need depends on the incoming person's knowledge of the company, the business, the industry, and whether you've been grooming them all along, or perhaps there's someone new from the outside. And also just life events. You may be going on to something else and don't have a whole year to give to the transition process. Now, ideally, if you're planning in advance, you can plan for that year. So there are three phases of this process, and I'll talk about them over the next few weeks. One is the observer shadow phase, secondly, the shared responsibility phase, and thirdly, the consultation phase. So for now, just imagine plan transition, plan for overlap. See you next week.